Hey guys, I'm Phoenix here, and welcome to a little chat about YouTube and its obsession with pointless algorithms. So, something that I've noticed recently, and this has been an increasing issue, is that messages that are completely harmless are landing in my likely spam tab. Now, if you don't know what this is, any comment that you publish onto a channel is checked to make sure that it's not spam. And the way that it does this, I have absolutely no idea. I know that it does look for links, so if you put a link in a comment, it will end up in my spam filter. I don't click links that I do not trust, and as a result, I don't expect anybody else to. So if you put a link in a comment, it's just going to end up as likely spam, and I won't, publish that. That's why sometimes if you put a link in and your comment vanishes, that's probably why. Try doing it without the link. However, imagine a test that me and someone else runs. This guy has been having an awful lot of trouble with YouTube. And the main issue is that sometimes when he posts a comment, it vanishes with no reason behind it. So we run this test. I published a message on my Starforge video that said test message. That's all it said. And then he replied to that test message saying, "Speaking of test messages, nice weather, ... That message landed in my likely spam tab. Why? Who knows? It's a completely innocent message. But the rather interesting thing that I remember from this test that we did was that I did not receive a notification to say that that message had landed in my spam filter. In another instance, about a week ago, I had 2 messages land in my likely spam folder, both perfectly innocent. Both of them I got notifications for that I think they had been published, but I did actually have to go into something to enable them to be viewed by the public, which was also very weird. Completely innocent messages ending up in my likely spam tab. Now, if you don't know where this is, if you go into your Creator Studio and then to Community Comments, you'll have 3 tabs. Published comments, which will be just everything. Held for review. This is if you've got if you can hold comments for review if you really want to. I don't bother with that. And then the third one is likely spam. And then you can also, if something is actually spam, you can click it and then hit report spam. But what I believe might be happening is that the system, I don't think the system is malicious in of itself. I think it's as a result of an over-reliance of algorithms and AI to try and determine what is spam and what is not. And I think it's also trusting too much in the public, that if they flag something as spam, then it is actually spam. Somebody saying something that somebody doesn't like, they might decide to report it as spam in order to try and get rid of it in some way, or just to spite the person, because it looks very much like there is some kind of number buried in the system somewhere that is saying, yeah, this person has a lot of flags for spam. They've never actually been confirmed as spam, thus all of their comments could potentially be put into the likely spam tab. But if you have a large channel and you are putting these messages in the likely spam, but the person who has a large channel who's getting a lot of likely spam stuff, they may not necessarily want to spend their time going through their comments likely spam tab and ticking everything off as actually this isn't spam. So that person who keeps being reported for possibly spamming is still getting all these little flags down on their record as they might be spamming, they might not be, we don't really know, so we're going to just throw it into the likely spam tab anyway, which is odd. But as I said, I don't think that this is malicious. What I think is that it's YouTube just thinking humans are unreliable to check all this stuff, and after all, you don't actually have to pay a computer to do this stuff, so yeah, we'll just write an algorithm to do it for us and then hope for the best. And as we have been seeing with the DMCA situation and with the ad situation, these algorithms need to have a human element within them to ensure that the AI is actually working as it should be. And it's not. It is very, very obviously not. But what can we do? We can pretty much wait for YouTube to possibly fix this issue at some point. So, with that, I will say thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.